Hey, Winsher here, guys, from One World Order. Want to bring you some team deathmatch gameplay. I think I go like 63 and 13 in this match. Granted, I'm playing against a lot of noobs, so we'll call this noob poning. But yeah, welcome Battlefield 3, new guys. Pretty decent match here. You know, team deathmatch. I wouldn't talk in this video about a lot of things, but mainly team deathmatch and why I enjoy playing team deathmatch. And I just don't see many people wanting to play it. It's like whenever I start a match on our server, people just leave. You know, why don't people enjoy team deathmatch? I think it offers a lot in Battlefield 3. It gives you a lot of improvement, or allows you to improve your run and gun skills a lot in this type of gameplay. And mainly everybody just wants to play Conquest, which I love Conquest, don't get me wrong. But it gets kind of dry over a certain amount of time. And I've expressed my feelings before about Rush gameplay. I just think Rush is too linear for me. I just don't care for the the straight progression of the match. It's just too predictable to me. Team deathmatch, they fixed a lot of the spawn problems with it. There's still a lot of action going around you. You got to be careful about getting too aggressive on certain maps, in particular, like maps like Grand Bazaar, where if you get too close to their spawn and it's just you, they'll have no option but to spawn the entire team on top of you. So gotta be careful about that. But I really love Caspian Border for team deathmatch. It's basically just a big grid, 4 squares separated by this intersection, and it's predictable. I know what to expect with this map. You don't have those spawn issues as much with this map, so I encourage you guys to try team deathmatch more. It's a great way to improve your gun-on-gun skills, and that's another reason I really enjoy the map, or the game type mode, is because there's no vehicles. Now with squad deathmatch there's still a BMP or an LAV, something like that, when you're separating the squads. But with team deathmatch there are no vehicles whatsoever, so you don't have this problem of somebody running around in a tank all day long, and you're trying to get C4 on it, or you're trying to shoot it down. It's just it's so difficult, and it's really frustrating to me. Again, coming from Call of Duty, I still have that lust, if you want to call it, that bloodlust, of where I just want to be the man in charge, taking on everybody at once. And this is just one suggestion I would offer. One game mode I kind of enjoyed in Call of Duty that I don't see in Battlefield at all offered. And with the new close quarters map content coming out next month, there is no free-for-all mode. And I wonder why that is. Don't you guys think it'd be fun to get in a match where it's just, I don't know, 24 guys or 12 guys, one of the two, and every man for himself? Can you imagine what kind of blood match that would be? I mean, just everybody shooting everybody at once. I mean, you're just running around, and every man for himself. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? But you don't see that mode. And I think we're going to offer a new game type mode in the new DLC map coming out, close quarters. But it seems like it's just domination again to me, or some variant of Conquest. And what video of mine would not be complete without the combat efficiency model, right, guys? But this little kill streak here, I think it was like 11 kill streak came in. Now I'm just kind of playing the footage from the start here in the beginning of the match, so I'm kind of getting a feel for the match in the first place. But yeah, they're offering a new game type mode. I forgot what it's called already, and the new content coming out. But again, I think it's just a smaller version of Conquest, if you want to call it that, or Domination from Call of Duty, guys. But again, I would like to see free-for-all. I think that's a nice way to kind of mix it up, because as much as I play this game, I still really enjoy it. But I will admit it's getting a little bit dry some days. In particular, when you're playing with a bunch of good players, like now with my clan, One World Order. If you get 4 or 5 of us, and they're just not, I mean, we don't have the best players in the world, but you get guys that are decent, and just you're playing against guys in a random lobby, it's going to be, I mean, it's not even going to be close. It's going to be, you're triple capturing the team before you know it, and then you're just trying to restrain yourself from spawn camping the team. And to me, it's just not, that's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I like a challenge. I like the enjoyment of trying to take on enemy players all at once. So again, team deathmatch allows you to do that. So try it out sometime. You guys see I'm running the AS VAL. Yes, Valerie, as I call her. I've done numerous reviews, commentaries on this gun. People still don't run this gun for some reason. People kind of frown upon PDWs, and I'll say right now, I think the P90 is a new USAS, if you ask me. It's not glitch weapon by any means. It's just incredibly overpowered. Close your eyes, spray and pray, as they say. You got 50 rounds in a clip. Thing shoots incredibly fast. It does decent damage. I mean, the time to kill on that gun at close range, I don't think anything will beat it. not even an MP7 or anything like that. And it will destroy the VAL too, close range. But I don't care for that gun. I don't like the look of it, which is, you know, yes, I do actually weigh in on the aesthetics of my weapon. I don't like the look of the gun, the P90. I don't like the feel of it. It does not resonate very well with me, so I stay away from it. But I get killed by a lot right now. It seems to have incredible range too. Even though it's supposedly doing like 11 damage at range, it seems like it's doing a lot more than that. The VAL, though, on the other hand, does a minimum or a maximum of 22 damage, which is just 3 less than assault rifle, by the way. So, you know, think about that. 900 rounds per minute fire rate, and it does a minimum of 18 damage. That's the exact same as a assault class weapon. So you're doing the same damage as an M16A3 at long range with this gun. And here's the 93R, great sidearm to have. My main complaint on it is how long it takes to draw the damn thing out. Look at this guy reviving this guy. You know, no, we'll stop that right now. Stop that cancer from growing. But it shoots great from the hip. You know, it's already suppressed, so, you know, the VAL doesn't have the drawbacks of, say, like an M16A3 with a suppressor, because when you put suppressor on a gun, you get a huge aim to accuracy hit put on your gun. So, you know, when you aim down the reticle, that's the most important thing you want to worry about. When you aim down the reticle with a suppressor on board, you may not be hitting what you're necessarily aiming at. So with the AS VAL, what you see is what you get. If you're standing still, which is very important, by the way, you want to be standing still when you're shooting long range, because whenever you moved, your aimed accuracy really goes to shit. But when you're standing still and you're shooting long range with this gun, what you see is what you get. Your bullets will stay on target, they'll be accurate, and the grouping will be tight. And this gun's extremely accurate, and it's just as deadly as an assault class weapon at long range. The only drawback is that it is suppressed, so the bullets are going to fly a little bit slower than a unsuppressed weapon. So you have to kind of take that in account, that when you're shooting long range, it's just going to take a little bit longer for your bullets to actually hit the target. But really, are you really going to notice that? I don't. But having this stealth ability on Team Deathmatch is absolutely critical. That mini-map, advanced players like myself will always watch that mini-map, and now that everybody's just running heavy barrel or flash suppressor, everybody's popping up on the mini-map, so having that, I'm just getting that building's just getting blown to smithereens. I gotta get out of there. But having that suppressed ability or suppressor ability and stay off that mini-map is a huge tactical advantage to you that people really underestimate now. I think a lot of people have kind of gotten away from the suppressor now. Myself included, and at times I'll throw that back on my weapon, and I'll still be surprised how well I still do with the gun with the suppressor. Even though my accuracy is down quite a bit, I still seem to be, it still really greatly increases my survivability and getting longer kill streaks. So don't discount the suppressor completely, even though, you know, there are better attachments technically that may not be what you need to consider statistically when you're putting on your weapon. But again, the VAL's naturally suppressed, so you don't have to worry about it. I do have extended mags on this gun, so I got 30 rounds in a clip. It shoots 900 rounds per minute, does good damage, it's accurate. I mean, this is what you want in a weapon, right? Everybody likes to run that M16A3. It just doesn't work for me. I've tried that gun time and time again. It does not sit well with me. I stay away from it completely. Just, again, that's about how a gun works for you. And what's more frustrating, you know, than going on kill streaks. I think I get killed right here, but I may be wrong. We'll see what happens in a second. Here, I'm trying to be careful about where I'm going, and sure shit, there you go. You know, nothing stops you quicker in a kill streak than a nice claymore to your face, huh? But again, that's a good tactic. I mean, some people call that noobish and cheating, this and that. I mean, no, that's what support class guys are good for, stopping you dead in your tracks, holding down corridors. That's why I play support a lot. Again, post-patch now, the M27 used to be one of my favorite guns, but the post-patch, it just hits. Some days it's good. It's hit and miss. Some days I really like that gun. Some days I just can't stand it. I've tried it with every combination of grip, no grip, flash suppressor, suppressor. Just nothing really seems to work that well in terms of consistency with it. RPK with the bipod extended mag, so everybody likes to run that too, and myself included with that. Battlefield 3 Premium is coming out. I don't know what you guys think about that. I'll get it just for the hell of it. Yeah, it's probably not going to be that much. You know, that's one of my complaints lately about Battlefield is the lack of personalized options in the game. I kind of like that with Black Ops before, how you can put camo and emblems and all that kind of stuff on your gun and kind of make it your own camouflage, you know, trick out your camouflage. So that's what they're trying to do here with that Battlefield 3 Premium, allowing you to customize your camo and put it on your gun and give you some customized dog tags, that kind of stuff. So I think it's a little bit gimmicky, and again, I think DICE overall, they're just trying to get more money out of us, which, you know, I can't blame them. That's what game developers are here to do, make money. I would prefer they would patch and fix their game, but again, that would require them to actually spend money and revenue away from making it. So the game's not utterly broke right now with the patch issue in terms of suppressive fire. That's my main complaint. And of course the M26 glitched mass dart combination under barrel, which I'm getting a lot of hate mail, by the way, on my video now. Everybody's starting to observe that problem more. When I made that video about best loadouts post-patch, I mentioned that that was my preferred combination. The assault class was a G3 with Edersling rail and dart, which I genuinely didn't know at the time that that was a glitch. I mean, I was the first person to put that info out. It just didn't seem to me like it was overpowered because I used it during the right situations. I just wasn't running that combination all the time, running around the map only with my M26 dart. I would pull it out when I was out of ammo. I would pull it out when I knew I would be in a close quarters situation. So if you watch my footage, you'll see that I wasn't abusing that combination. I was using it as is intended, just like you would like the M26 mass. But I like the dart combination because it gave you a little extra range and more penetration power with multiple enemies at close range. So that's, again, my intent of that video. It wasn't to say, hey, here's the best glitch combination in the world. Again, genuinely, I did not know until well after that I created that video that that apparently was some kind of overpowered combination I just stumbled across. But fortunately with YouTube, you put one video out and it has some kind of content like that, and everybody just murders you in terms of the comments and stuff. But that's another problem I'm running with YouTube right now. I don't know if any of you guys really have channels that watch my channel. But, you know, I do this for revenue. I mean, it's kind of an added perk, but, I mean, mainly I do this for fun. I enjoy putting out videos. I enjoy commentating on videos, trying to give you guys tips and strategies, and I enjoy playing with you guys and growing the community and all that stuff. But it is kind of an added perk that I do get revenue from advertisements placed on this video, and like whenever you click on those ads, it gives me an extra bonus and this and that. It's not a lot of money. It's just you know, probably since the last 6 months I just made a few $100s from it. Nothing big, but again, it just kind of helps you with the expenses of having, you know, the video recorder and equipment and all that stuff. So it kind of helps offset that. But now the problem I'm having is that YouTube literally blocks every video I apply for now for some reason for revenue sharing, like I've always done before. Now they just deny every applicant or every video that I apply, claiming I don't have adequate rights to display the content and this and that. It makes absolutely no sense at all because I'm putting out the same content I always have. And, you know, I've got videos that have advertisements and revenue sharing on some that have been out there since, I don't know, months. And they're no different than the videos I put out now, but for some reason now they just do like a blanket block and everything. Again, I think it's because of the hot water YouTube's got in lately with all the copyright stuff and the, you know, legislation coming out. So they're just doing blanket blocks on people they don't really know that well. And if I say when they don't know that well, I think those are their people they are not partnered with. So I'm not partnered with YouTube right now. I applied, I don't know, several months ago and I got denied, but I think my channel was too small and I should have waited a little bit more for it to grow. But I think if you're partnered with YouTube, that helps your case a little bit. But I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just kind of rambling on here about that. Let's see what else we want to talk about. Again, a lot of interest in One World Order, guys. I know some of you feel like you're being left out. It's not the case generally. It's just a lot of our friends lists are full, mine included. I don't know what to do. I can only have so many friends in my PSN friends list, but I want to play with all you guys. So, you know, I may not necessarily be able to add you in my friends list, or you may not be able to send me a friends request, and I may not even know you exist out there because we have almost 100 players right now. But I don't want to confine the clan to just a small amount of players. I want it to be a huge clan. We are putting out just some preliminary requirements in terms of stats. They're very modest stats, so, you know, don't be offended if you get denied, but Just try to improve your stats a little bit. We want to have at least a 1-0 KD and like a 400 score per minute. Again, I said I don't want to read too much into stats. I know those aren't everything. A lot of it varies on how you play the game. But just keep that in mind, that we are kind of looking for just somewhat decent players, just to keep a certain level of quality in the game. But mainly what we're weighing is maturity. We don't want anybody raging or screaming on mics, you know, being a problem to other players. We want everybody to work well with each other, respect each other, and have fun. That's what we're here to do. We know everybody has lives outside Battlefield 3, so we're not like some hardcore dedicated clan, but we're still going to have advanced matches. So message Timmyville, he's a leader in our clan, if you're interested in playing advanced gameplay, but make sure you got the stats to back it up, because he's not going to take you unless you have at least a 2-0 KD or more. You know, like he probably wants a 600 score per minute. So we are looking for those types of players, high rank curls, which we do have. Feel free to message him if you're interested in playing some advanced matches, which we will get some organized. Clan matches here in the future. And if you're another viewer watching this and you have a clan, feel free to message or leave a comment on this video saying that, and we'll get to you and try to set up a match. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed the footage, and I'll have more to come.